Hey, welcome to His and Hers, a Gen X podcast. I'm your host, Cristina, with my other host,
Chad, of Chad's Beer Reviews.
Yep. So we reviewed a movie from 1982.
Oh my god, another one.
Because that seems to be, I guess that's my year.
I know, it's bad you weren't
1982 is
born
my
that
year.
year.
It's a good it's a good year for cinema, so.
My brother was born in 82.
There you go. That's a good year. We watched The Thing by John Carpenter.
Old school DVD. It's missing the slipcase, but...
Yeah, show the front. It looks like The Wall.
Yeah, it looks
Pink
like Pink Floyd The Wall. I think, did Pink Floyd The Wall just like take this picture and then...
It's possible. Very possible.
Yeah.
I don't know if they had DVD. They didn't have DVDs.
No, because I think The Wall... No, The Wall came out in 1980. Or, well, the album did. I don't know when the movie came out.
Yeah, we should watch that. I think it was 1979. But yeah, this is like, the aliens are us. You know, the aliens aren't a thing. They can be in you.
So, when did you first see this movie?
I don't know. I think like during COVID lockdown, I watched it.
Oh, okay. So this isn't a childhood favorite then.
It's not.
This
no.
kind of violates the rules.
This would be a disturbing children's movie for sure. Some of the scenes in this movie are just so grotesque.
Yeah.
That they're hard to watch, honestly.
Yeah, the whole time I was watching this, I was just like, this is just a complete and total Alien clone. It's like almost the same premise, like beat for beat. You know, an alien, they wander onto an alien, and it's like dormant, and then I guess it's like kind of like a virus in this movie, or yeah, it's not like it does turn into like that spider thing at one point, or a few points.
It's like an alien that mimics a virus.
Yeah.
Right? I guess it just absorbs everything it comes in contact with.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, like it can...
But it can spread via
It said something about like, like a copy, like it clones them, like their DNA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it can mimic you.
That was, not Stephen Root, Wilford Brimley. He was the scientist who, like explains everything in sci-fi movies.
He does.
Like he was exactly like, like the robot on Alien.
Yeah.
They were like the replica or whatever they call him.
Yeah. He's the one that he plays the doctor. I was like, is this Wilford Brimley? Because I only know him from like the diabetes commercials where he's old. I just recognized his voice.
He was in that.
But he looked like, the white mustache and everything. But he's in this movie. He plays the doctor, and he starts the distrust by saying, "You got to watch Clark."
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. And it was funny, like you couldn't keep track of who was who, because like none of them have like name badges on. But like in Alien, or like, no, actually not in Alien. Well, in Aliens, whenever it's like a military movie and they're wearing uniforms and they always have like their name badge on at all times, it makes it a lot easier to remember who is who.
Yeah. And I found that to be a problem. Like, I didn't really care about any of the characters in this except for maybe Kurt Russell, the doctor, and that was it. Because they were kind of all forgettable.
Yeah, it's kind of like Alien. The whole ripoff is that like these aren't like soldiers; they're like scientific explorers.
The researchers.
So they're supposed to be like just everyday guys. Although, as soon as I saw Kurt Russell, I immediately thought like Han Solo. Like he's kind of like the over the top. Like he's like going into it, I already know like he's the hero of the movie, so he's kind of like in the Han Solo role, but like
he's the muscle.
Everybody else is just a normal dude, and he has like that kind of more alpha flamboyant personality.
Yeah, they were just these nerdy scientific dudes that went to live in Antarctica and did not assume any problems would happen because you don't expect aliens to come along. So I guess Kurt Russell is the muscle.
Yeah, is he supposed to be a drunk in this? Because I remember at one point he's like, I want to go back to my room and get drunk. He does
drink a lot of, I think it's whiskey.
Yeah. It's like, that's kind of like a cliche now too, is like the drunk pilot. Like, remember in Lost?
Yeah. Yeah. They used to have pilot bars. That's my train of thought.
Well, I can give you one of mine.
Okay.
So I said terrible opening credits. Like, it was just text, white text on a black background.
Yeah.
Except for the actual where the thing logo appears, has like that kind of bleeding, melting kind of effect.
Which I think Nightmare on Elm Street used too.
No, it was Secret of Nim, remember?
Oh, okay. So it was
Yeah.
become an effect, but yeah,
Yeah.
the thing comes up, and it's like that foil effect that comes
Yeah.
on. But yeah, we've been seeing a lot of very elaborate credits lately, so that was kind of a nothing.
But it's kind of like the difference between, like, even Alien had that too, just plain text on black background.
Yeah. So I thought it was interesting. This was released in 1982 because E.T. was released in 1982. So E.T. was about aliens being kind and sweet, and this was the complete opposite of that.
Yeah, there was like a big boom in that kind of genre. I think it's just from Star Wars and E.T.
And then Aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where like that kind of sci-fi came back.
What'd you think of the sound on this? There wasn't
Like
a soundtrack to speak of.
Yeah, it was like just like that. Yeah, like that real low keyboard.
I read up on it. It says it's supposed to mimic a heartbeat, which is why the movie feels tense. Because at some points they can make it go faster, and maybe your heart will start beating faster.
That's a very maybe not at the time, but now it's just like that's like a kind of a cliche thing of like using a low sound like that to mimic heartbeat.
But it's very effective.
Yeah.
I thought that. I feel like the overall movie was very tense.
Yeah, and like you were saying, there was like, now that I think about it, there was like really no music in it. I never saw Halloween, but so is there music in that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
almost
like,
constantly.
Like a standard slasher movie.
It's just like one key, like duh, duh,
Yeah, I mean, like everybody knows like the Jaws theme, It's basically like what this theme, like, well, it wasn't even a theme. It was just like a keyboard sound,
And then there was like periods of silence, especially when they were outside. You could hear the wind, and you kind of, it was, I don't know. I thought for me it like made it very kind of stressful in a way, because the whole movie is just about paranoia.
Yeah, I wrote down Kurt Russell as Minnesota Jeff Bridges. Like I'm watching him, and he looks like him and Jeff Bridges. They look like they could be cousins or something,
They could have had the same career.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it took a similar trajectory, honestly, but yeah, I could see that.
Kurt Russell doesn't really act as much. He's like really choosy with the role. He was big like more in the 80s and 90s, and
he might be making movies, but I don't really know about him.
He was in. Last thing I saw him in was Miracle. It was like the movie about the 1980 hockey team.
Oh man, last movie I saw him in was Captain Ron. It's been a while. But Jeff Bridges, I've seen him in a lot of stuff recently.
Did you ever see Big Trouble in Little China?
No, I never saw that.
That's a fun action movie. Like it's like a comedy action.
Ah.
It's like a chopstocky martial arts flick, like those Bruce Lee ones.
Yeah.
But it's like so over the top that it's like you can't really take it seriously. It has like a lot of silly points. I think you would like it. It's pretty funny.
It's one of those I meant to see but never did. But yeah, I enjoyed I don't know, I thought the way they used sound was very good.
Okay, here's something I did like about the movie. I like that it was set in the present day and not like trying to be some kind of futuristic thing. It's like that's Alien takes place, however thousands of years in the future, obviously. But like the thing is pretty much like essentially the same movie, but on Earth in the present day.
Yep.
And although this doesn't really have like a early 80s specific feel to it, because most of it takes place like in a research facility or like they're outside in Antarctica.
Right,
it's not like,
right.
It's not like in Poltergeist where you can see the posters on the wall and like the drapes and all that stuff.
Right. The only indication is just the hair and the clothes. That's pretty much it.
Very briefly, he's like playing video chess on a computer. It looks like a VIC-20 or a Commodore 64 or something like that.
It's very basic, and he like beats it to a pulp because he doesn't care.
Yeah. Again, that's like a Han Solo kind of thing. Like, you just shoot it, Yeah. That's a very Kurt Russell character thing.
I don't know. Did you feel like the movie was just a sense of paranoia because these guys are infected with a virus, and
I can see that's what they're going for.
Suspect each person is
but
infected.
To me, that's more of like something you would see like in a drama. And to me, this was more sci-fi, and it's just like.
Yeah, it's a sci-fi.
Like it's more about hunting the alien than it is about that like kind of courtroom. Like actually, that's kind of like a Walking Dead kind of thing,
Yeah.
like that kind of dramatic tension. Yeah, I didn't really get that here. I mean, I knew that's what they were going for, because like they're all, because the alien, the thing, can just replicate anything.
Right.
So they don't know if the person's real or a replicant.
Yeah.
Again, ripping off Alien, the replicant.
Yeah. There was some parts, I mean, a lot of this movie is gross. A lot of the dog scenes were hard to watch. Like, dogs die.
Yeah.
Dogs get ripped apart.
But it was so obviously CGI or, well, FX, I guess, back then. It wouldn't be computer generated.
It is, but the idea that these dogs are kind of melting into one big blob is
Yeah.
horrific. It's so gross.
You know what's funny is I noticed during the movie is there, like, the only scenes that like I recognize, like, as far as screenshots and having seen on articles and YouTube videos and stuff, it's like them watching, like, I don't think I ever saw any pictures like the actual distorted alien or whatever.
Oh, you've never seen it before.
Yeah, but like you would think I would have seen like at least like those images of the tons of sci-fi movies and TV show or YouTube videos and articles.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It's not something that's really far out there.
Because like the bad guy, the alien in this one, doesn't really have like that one standard. Like it's constantly he does like turn in like again, it's like right out of Alien, like where the thing jumps out of their chest and like it takes on like a scorpion kind of shape.
Yeah, they
and
become
it scurries away.
facehuggers.
Yeah.
And
That was the same thing on here. It's like it turns in like this little spider.
Yeah.
And then it scurries away, and it's always like, don't let it get away. And it's like the same thing of like an alien somewhere in the ship and you don't know where it is.
Well, it's aliens plural, right? Because it seems like it can be in multiple people at once. So is it one alien that the form just...
Yeah, I
It's so crazy.
that was something that wasn't answered. Yeah, is it just one, or is it like
It's got to be multiple, unless it's just... Maybe, I don't understand. It's like it can replicate itself and be in multiple things at once. Because it was inside of the man whose hands were changing from the alien. And then they killed it. But it was still alive somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I guess it is like facehuggers, I guess, at the point where they just kind of scurry off, but...
I'm not a huge fan of horror, but if I'm gonna watch a horror, I prefer like a sci-fi horror like this or Alien. Mm-hmm. And this one, they definitely wanted to show off their practical effects. Like like I said, it's very, or like you said, it's very gross.
Yes.
Like where they make it look as real, like lots of, KY gel, ectoplasm, everywhere.
Slimy dog heads coming out of screaming human heads.
Yeah, I think that was probably
Demogorgon. There was a Demogorgon at one point.
Oh yeah, like when the first dog. Yeah, it's like literally Stranger Things just totally took that.
Yeah, the Demogorgon.
Yeah.
Kind of appears in this movie.
Yeah.
Like pretty much the same thing.
Oh, it was like it was almost duplicate, which I'm surprised I didn't get in trouble for that. Like.
No, Stranger Things. That's why people liked it from our generation, is because it borrowed from so much that it just reminded us of our childhood in that kind of way.
Where do you draw the line between an homage and a ripoff?
Yeah. I don't know. Because, like, Scary Movie pretty much parodied every scary movie ever.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see what else we got. Oh, yeah. I thought it was funny. One of the characters' name was Windows.
Yeah, for no reason.
I know. I thought it was like a Spanish name or something, like Windows.
Was he the computer guy? I mean, this was before Windows was a thing, so.
Yeah,
right?
That was very weird that his name was Windows.
Yeah.
There was like the radio guy, and they're like, keep trying to call, and he's just like, we're.
Right, they should have called him Radio.
I know.
That would have made sense, and we've been like, oh yeah, that guy that only does the radio all the day.
It's a classic trope of they're stuck, and he's like, I'm calling everywhere, nobody's answering.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
I felt like they did a good job of having every kind of man there. Mm-hmm. Like different guys from different backgrounds and doing different things, and in the end, they were all just like completely paranoid of each other.
Yeah,
so.
it was mostly white dudes, but there's a couple of brothers in there. Mm-hmm. It was I can never remember his name is David Keith or Keith David.
Which one?
Like the slick black guy. He had like the earring. He was like the tough guy.
Yeah.
Because he was in They Live. Did you ever see that?
I did, but I didn't know that was him. Okay.
And he was in Community, but that was fairly. It's funny because like he jumped. That's all I know him from is like Community, and then back in the '80s, I don't know what else he's done.
Oh, he still does stuff?
Yeah, he does voices on Rick and Morty a lot. He does the president on Rick and Morty.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because he was friends with Dan Harmon from Community, and like Dan Harmon co-created Rick and Morty.
Yeah. I've never seen Community. Was it any good?
The first couple of seasons were, and then it's one of those shows that just ran on way too long.
Yeah, that's most shows.
I think the last season was like a Yahoo exclusive or something, and that was like 2006 or something, or
yeah,
it was before the days of streaming. It's like you can only watch this on Yahoo.com. It's like, who's gonna do that?
So I found this. It's called the whiskey breath theory.
Mm-hmm.
So in the final scene, Kurt Russell hands Childs, I guess is his name, a bottle of scotch.
Yeah.
And then he drinks it, and then he kind of smiles at him.
Mm-hmm.
So the theory is if Childs drinks... the theory is the scotch is a Molotov cocktail.
Right.
If Childs drinks and doesn't react, McCready knows he's the thing. That tiny smirk McCready gives could be confirmation.
Yeah, that was creepy at the end, like where they had to
catch that.
Set their blood on fire. I missed like...
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know, was that tense to you? Like, who, are they bitten? Are they infected?
It wasn't so much that. I was just kind of waiting for somebody to turn into the thing, which somebody did as soon as they, had his blood come out. I don't know. I thought it was a clever scene, and it was tense.
How'd the movie end? I forgot.
Oh, the movie ended with Kurt Russell and Childs, who's the slick black guy, and then they were sharing a bottle of scotch. So that's the whiskey breath theory.
No, but I'm saying, did they finally kill the alien off? I don't remember.
I don't either. Should we look that up?
I know. Like, I guess that's what it's... That's bad if, we can't remember the ending to your movie.
What? What is the ending to the thing?
I mean, I remember the end of Alien. Like where the alien, like they blow up the ship, and then Sigourney Weaver gets away, and then the alien is in the escape pod with her.
There's so many good endings on Alien. Like when that one baby alien got sucked out of the little hole in the window. Yeah. I mean, I remember that. Yeah, how did the thing die?
I forget.
All right. Well, sorry. We weren't prepared to discuss the ending of it because we can't freaking remember. All I remember is them sharing the scotch.
Yeah.
And we were saying, well, that was uneventful.
I don't know, this movie had a lot of dark scenes in it. It's like, it seems like it's always at night or indoors.
Yeah.
It does have that, that's one thing I did like about it, like the early 80s sci-fi vibe, like at least like the look of it.
Yeah. But I thought it was dark, but it was well lit. Unlike Game of Thrones, you could actually see what was going on.
So did you approach this as a horror movie or as a sci-fi movie? Because to me, it was all sci-fi.
Yeah, this is a sci-fi movie.
It's not quite as cliche as just a straight up horror movie.
Yeah.
It's not so much about picking people off one by one. It's more about the tension and the drama between the characters.
Yeah, I think the character effects want it to be a horror, and there's tension, but it's a sci-fi movie. So many of them blur the line anyway.
There wasn't really a lot of explosions, but there was a lot of he had a flamethrower again, just like an alien. They didn't have they couldn't shoot the alien, so they had to use flamethrowers, and they did the same thing in this movie.
Yeah, if you ever have an alien encounter, you get a flamethrower. That's how you kill them, apparently.
Yeah,
just gotta keep it around.
So do you still like this as much now, or because this was your second or third time seeing it?
Yeah, it's my second time. I don't even need to own this movie. It's not a movie I would watch again.
You can have this one if you want.
Watching it twice. Yeah, does anybody want it? Watching it twice, I think it's enough. It's a good movie for one viewing, I think. Did you enjoy seeing it? But you don't need to watch it again? Yeah,
and also, I mean, that it's... Because whenever I see lists of, the greatest sci-fi movies, especially 20th century, this tends to make a lot of... best sci-fi, best horror movies, and watching it now, I don't think so. I mean, I guess I can see how it was culturally significant, as far as using those effects, but it was just Alien in Antarctica. I don't think it was a particularly. I would watch. I could definitely watch Alien all the time, maybe once a year, But I wouldn't be in a rush to watch this one again.
Yeah, there are some movies I can watch every year, but this isn't one of it.
Yeah.
So after this movie, John Carpenter, he started doing more Stephen King stuff, and he did Christine. Have you ever seen that one?
Nope.
It's about a murderous car.
I don't think I've ever seen any Stephen King theatrical releases. I've seen like all the miniseries from the 90s, like The Stand and It.
Have you seen Pet Sematary?
Nope.
What? All right. Adding that to the list. But yeah, he went on to have a better
I did like The
career.
Stand. That was good. It was like 6 hour.
Oh, it was a mini series. It was
Yeah.
too much for me. Any final thoughts on this movie?
No, it's fun. I didn't really take that many notes because there wasn't really a whole lot.
There's not a whole lot of plot.
Yeah.
It's pretty much, that's kind of the whole thing, is the paranoia and the alien.
I was kind of surprised
There's
you picked this as your pick because, I thought you had a deeper attachment to it than that.
No. You just have, he's got a million DVDs, so I'm like, it's on his shelf.
Well,
Let's just
I'm
watch
glad
it.
you picked it out though, because like I said, this is something that I've seen talked about for years and years and years, and I don't know how I just never saw it until now. So
Yeah. And I'm going to take a break from horror. After this, we're probably going to get more Christmassy and Thanksgiving themed anyway, so this is enough horror for a while.
Yeah. So like I technically, we're saying that the Superman pick was mine, and then Back to the Future. So that was 2 in a row for me. So Chris gets 2 in a row. So
Yes.
I don't know if you have your next one lined up. Or
I don't.
Not,
I got some ideas from tonight, though, so...
We're trying to find something Thanksgiving-y.
Yeah, and not from 1982.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that wraps it up.
Yeah.
Smell you later.
See you on the flip side.
Bye.
Bye.